Hello everybody, welcome again to Gearfacts. Today I'm looking at another vintage digital recorder, the Zoom MRS4. I do like these older Zoom recorders. They have very user-friendly interfaces and things come together pretty quickly when you're recording on these. It records to smart media cards. This one I think has about 128 megabytes installed into it, which will give me about 2 hours of recording. Smart media cards are never massive in terms of memory, but they do work well. They're very reliable and very compact. The menu system on the MRS4, like many of the Zooms, is driven by directional keys and then enter and exit keys, which is a really convenient and simple way. It means you can get stuck right into things and get some production happening without even reading the manual. So let's take a closer look. So first of all, let's do some setting up for recording. You go into Utility to set things up. You can rename your song. Scroll through the menu just by pressing left and right. And what I'm looking for here is to change the metronome. So we go enter in the metronome level, left and right again. I want to set the BPM at 120, which by coincidence it is, but just for the sake of changing it, let's go up to 128. So let's exit there. What else is in the menu? Utility, song, track, edit, metronome, bounce tracks, formatting the card, LCD options, guitar tuner, that's handy. And then we're back to song. Okay, so we're all set up to record now. Press 1 and 2 together to give you a stereo image on tracks 1 and 2. I've got both inputs recording as well, and my stereo source is a Chaos pad, which is just going to play us a bit of a beat. So let's begin recording. Alright, so there's 1 bar recorded. So let's disarm those tracks. Green means they're just playing back. Just press the 0 button down there. Just press the 0 button to return right to the beginning of your recording. And let's play it back. I'll turn that metronome off and we'll have another listen to it. Alright, so there's no problem with sound quality there. We're recording at 32 kilohertz, which is not the ideal 44.1. To be honest, it's clearly just a machine that's designed to make rough sketches and demos, so I don't think anyone's going to complain too much about that. If you're aiming for really high-grade recordings in your home studio, then you'd probably be looking at spending a bit more money on a slightly bigger system. But the Zoom MRS4 does it all pretty respectably. It's a nice basic recording system for somebody who's confident in their musicianship and just wants to lay down 4 tracks. It's got nice simple editing features. It doesn't weigh itself down heavily with a whole lot of extra features like having an onboard synthesizer or having drum sounds, bass sounds, programmable sequences, all that kind of thing. This is just a very straight up 4-track recorder. And that's exactly what some people need. And now we'll just take a quick tour of the machine itself. At the back here I was recording in through the left and right TRS sockets there so we can record stereo. That takes 2 tracks of course. And there are the TRS out sockets that'll go to your studio monitors. I was just using the headphone socket there, that's the silver one you can see. You can do the same thing again through RCA out. Interestingly, there is a Midi socket as well, so if you want to use some of the more advanced Midi controls, then that could be a really handy thing. It is something I would have expected to see on a little bit more of a high-end unit, but that could be put to good use for this one. And at the end there we've got power and the power switch. On the front panel we've got our inputs with gain controls there. Really nice solid feel on those incidentally, everything's very well built. Effects section there, you can record direct into an effect and you can also add it to your mix down. It has some good mastering tools as well. Metronome on the bottom left there as we heard, and with the bounce button on you are not recording from your input source, you are recording from green tracks to a red track. So that's a good way to multiply tracks that you're happy with together to free up new ones to record. The screen is very clear, nice and evenly illuminated, and it tells you everything that you need to know. I wish more screens on machines like this were as succinct and straight to the point as this one. Quick access to some of your recording features there, and your utility menu is here, like I said, guided by the direction keys and enter and exit. Transport controls there. Smart media card goes behind a little door at the front there. And what you have is a very neat, easy, simple recording unit from Zoom that's built to just get the job done really quickly. That's the Zoom MRS4. Thanks for watching Gearfacts, guys. I hope you can take a moment to subscribe, or feel free to write me a message. I'm always happy to correspond. Have a good one.